created. Whereas we are created in the image and likeness of an infinite God, who put in us infinite potential, imagination, creative power, and desire. Most of us can admit that we don't pursue this, or we don't manifest it in our businesses. And here is why, and that is why I am up with this video. You know, a story is told in my church some time ago of this black fisherman who was found by his white friend just chilling in the evening. And so the friend asked him, "Why are you not going fishing?" He said, "Why should I? After all, I've caught enough fish for my family to eat and for me to sell and get some money for today." So the friend said, "No, go catch even more." So the man said, "Why? Why should I catch more?" The friend replied, "So that you can even sell, you can sell more to more people and make more money." So the fisherman asked him, "Why should I make more money then?" The friend replied, "So that you can create this big company, add on other fishermen, catch a lot of fish, sell internationally so that a lot of people, sell internationally to a lot of people and make a lot of money." So the fisherman asked, "Okay, so why should I do all that?" And the friend answered him, saying, "So that you can even serve more people and be happy." So this fisherman responds and said, "You know, I am happy right now." I remember very well that Sunday morning, everyone was happy about the fisherman's answer. So the story I'm trying to bring, that whereas even me at that time, I agreed that, you know what, because we were told not to go the way of the world in being too ambitious, seeking great wealth, so that we can be happy and be contented. However, the truth of the matter is, even though we're told not to find contentment, as in to find contentment in simple ways and in a simple life. At this point, I know you could agree with me, and if you've been around church, but I have learned to study the word for myself. And in here, I disagree with that idea of just a simple life of contentment, because it's not scripturally sound and based. Now, I want you to think with me before you could get a stone to throw at me. Think with me. Why is it that though God created Adam and placed him in Eden, where he provided everything, I mean, everything was provided for, he nonetheless insisted that Adam was to work? This is Genesis 2:15. The Bible says the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And just a quick reminder, the man is put in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. So God was commanding Adam to work. This was before Adam committed any sin. So it clearly shows us that work did not come as a result of sin. That's just a quick reminder. So productive work is at the center of God's good purpose for human beings, of being fruitful, multiplying, subduing, and having dominion of the earth. It is productive work at the center of that. So I hope you get that point. So let's go back to the idea that I'm pushing forward in this video. See, Adam could have lived a simple and idle life. If really simplicity was God's intention, just to be easy and simple life, you know, drinking from the bountiful rivers of Eden and plucking food from maybe only two trees and just chilling and just having his time and just enjoying his small life. But we see clearly God's plan for man is to thrive, to achieve more, is to thrive, to go for more. He was to name all the trees and all the animals, to cultivate the land, to manage them, to create and maintain order, and do all this and be able to take care of the gold that was in the land that was good, and cultivate that gold and make it better. You see, he was to do much more. So what is this telling you and telling me? What I learned from this, which I want to bring to you, is that ambition which is the desire for more is actually a good thing. But it is a scriptural thing. It is a godly thing. See, we were all created to desire as much as possible. We were created, you and me were created to desire as much as possible. And this always when we expand only the least possible effort, which is referred to as good management, because good management is when you are getting more with the least possible effort. So yes, I do agree, and I can get you when you say, you know what, Richard, but discontent and being unhappy are wrong. Yes, they are wrong, but in no way contradicts our legitimate desire for more. The legitimate desire for more is godly. We must always go for more. We must always go for more, or else we're going to limit God and we shall block the will of God for our life. The day you stop striving for more, the day you stop pushing out for more, you begin to actually block God's will for your life. Most of us will remember the experience of being teenagers. We remember thinking, if I could only lay my hands on like $1,000, if only I could get $1,000, I'll be so happy. But now, me and you agree that the older we get, yes, the $1,000 is no longer something that is unattainable. Most of us is way attainable. But what has happened? We are still discontented with that because now we want more. Though we've gotten the $1,000, but now we want more. The target has moved. And it's as if the target seems to always be moving. And at first it may seem like greed. But yes, and if you take it to a greater extent, it could be a bad thing. But it's actually that desire for more, that target always pushing is actually a powerful motivator, and it drives us to do God's work and to fulfill God's will. See, the work of productive living, so, you know, because all of us, I believe, Genesis 2:15 clearly shows us, me and you must be productive, so that we must all depend on each other. Why? Because everyone has their own place of productivity. So as you're productive, I am productive, we depend on each other, and that's how we dominate the earth for God. But let me even make it more practical. Let me bring this point home so that you can understand what I'm trying to put across. Imagine what would happen to you and me if tonight at midnight, all of the other humans decided that they already have enough of everything that they need and they're no longer going to work. I mean, they are just going to chill. They're just going to settle for a simple life. And I mean, just like in the opening story, that the guy was now just chilling in the evening. So for now, they decide that they'll just stay at home and they'll play small, because that's what we're told. That appeared as though, you know, you're not greedy, as though you are contented, as though you shouldn't really be able to push so much. You see, so I wanted to picture that scenario and then picture yourself on this scenario now. Everybody has decided to go by that philosophy, because let's assume it's the will of God. So you wake up unaware that all the other citizens have abandoned all their ambitions and they're just sleeping. Here you begin your day, and definitely I wish you a good luck in that day. So you try to go and get some milk for your morning coffee. And guess what? The dairy farmer is still on his bed. Why? Yesterday he did enough. Why should he push himself? So rather than him producing and supplying more fresh milk to the grocery store, he's just sleeping. But wait a moment, actually, it would not even matter, because the grocery store is actually shut down. The manager who ordinarily works the morning shift is also still sleeping. He's still at home, contentedly still asleep. He's just chilling. He's taking it slowly. The same goes to the fuel station guys. So you cannot get fuel for your car. How about electricity guys? How about gas for cooking? How about all people are just chilling? People are just, you know, taking it simple. You see, did you now notice that if we took up that path, you see how the whole economy, I don't know whether you get what I'm trying to say, but do you see that the economy and all that the economy provide will have to come to a halt? and the entire world would collapse. And there would be recession, and there'll be depression would set in. Guess what? And once a recession and a depression, people would then die. Then there will be uprisings, and wars would be fought, and confusion would be everywhere in the land. And so you see how confusion will come as a result if we decided to take up that philosophy that, you know what, you're just feeling small. You just don't need to push more. You don't need to serve so much people. So here is the point that I want you to understand, that your fellow men's need to desire for more, that thing I call ambition, being ambitious, pushing for more, is what makes it possible for your whole life to function as smoothly as it does today. Think about what I've just said. The reason why your life is flowing smoothly today, the reason why my life is flowing smoothly today is because of the ambition of other fellow men. So likewise, the same way, your decision to work more, to dream more, to push more, makes life easier for your fellow men. Makes life easier for your fellow men. So your decision to grow your business this year 10 times, to reach out to more clients outside of your continent, and that desire to earn millions of dollars is not greed. That's actually how you fulfill God's purpose for your life. That is how God has designed this earth to be sustained. Yes, so that is how that is God designed to keep the earth functioning well. The day you fall back, the day you give up on that ambition, the day, that is where chaos begins to happen. So this year, I'm calling upon you to be more ambitious, so that you can be like God. Because the reason why most of us limit God is because we've been told, we've been brainwashed not to strive for more. Think about it. Think about it. Why did God only set? Why did God only set for heaven? He was the creator of the heaven and the earth. And why did he create the earth too? And then why did he create the millions of galaxies out there and planets out there? Why did he create all these trees and you know the creatures that we know? Because God is an ambitious God. Jesus says, my Father works, and that's why I work. He is still working up now because of his ambitions. So it is that exciting ambitions that drive medical research to come up with the life-extending drugs and devices that make the quality of your life and mind better. Yes, it is the exciting, ambitious possibilities that drives technological advancement. That is why I'm talking from my office, and you are listening to me from wherever you listen to me from. It's because of ambition. Yes, it is that exciting, ambitious possibility that drives you as a business person to find out all the better ways of serving more customers and serving them more effectively. Yes, it is that exciting, ambitious possibilities. And that is something that you must go for it. So that is what drives progress in the world. And it is surely God's will. That is why you must not stop being ambitious. That's why no one should deceive you to settle for less. Hold on. This is why a lot of God's children are settling for less. And at the end of the day, we cannot be able to exert his influence on earth. Why? Because we are not ambitious. So at a subconscious level, I want you to know that me and you as humans, we always want to emulate God. Yes, at our core, we want to follow God. We want to be like God. Why? Because to be like God is to be ourselves. So we don't, if our God is a God of ambition, if he's an ambitious God, he's still working up to now. He created us and put Adam in the Garden of Eden to guess what? To work it, he says, go and what? Dominate. Yes, be fruitful, replenish, subdue and dominate the earth. So imagine he's putting Adam, all God's ideas are just ideas of ambitions and of growth and of progress. Here he gave the children of Israel when he said, you know what, guys, I'm not going to give you the whole land, because if I give you the whole land, animals will be able to eat you up. And so he said, look, I'm giving you a small piece of land, but I want you to expand. I want you to eat the land. I want you to take over the land. So God expects us to grow. And there's nothing that's going to make you grow than ambition. It's ambition that God has put, the desire for more. So that desire for more is godly. Don't step on it. Let it come out. Let it come out. You know, I have heard this saying several times. You know, I guess you've had to. They always say, if they already have billions, why are they still working? Have you heard that question before? If, you know, he's already earning a lot of money, why is he still working hard? And the conclusion is that they are greedy, that these rich people are greedy. They have billions of dollars, but why are they still working? See, to these people, working is for survival. No, to you, of course, I mean these people, not the rich people, but the poor people, and especially of the church, to them working is survival. But see, that to the entrepreneurs, that is not greedy. They are responding to their godlike nature. They are responding to their godlike nature, the desire for more. So you see, meaning that me and you are slowly being brainwashed. We are slowly being trained not to be our true self. Most of us are now not connected to our true self. Why? Because now we are living under the conditionings of others who have conditioned us to settle for less. But I come to challenge you. Let's break off that bondage. Let's spit it off. That bondage that they have put around us, they have designed our life with bondage, with things that limit us, sometimes because of hardship and because we are fearing to break off. Why? Because in our attempt to break off, there is pain. I am here to challenge, go for that pain. Yes, it might be painful, but just for a moment. Remember, the Bible says, for the joy that was set before him, he despised the pain. Break off that chain and go for your true self. Yes, I urge all of us this year to go for more. Tap into that unlimited potential so that you can be able to dream more, so that you can be able to earn more. That drive is not ungodly. That one is you being in the image of your Father. Yes, I have to put it again. It is you being in the image of your daddy. It is you being just like your Father. So do you want to be like God, who is still working? Do you want to be like God, who created the heaven and the earth and the millions of galaxies and the planets and all this other kind of thing? Do you want to be like him? Then take on your ambition. Don't settle for less. Yes, I know it will be hard. It's not easy, but it is possible. And do not allow religion or don't allow any force to be able to brainwash you in believing that that means you are greedy. You're not greedy, you're just like God. So don't limit God. Go for your potential. Go for your ambition. Until the next video, until the next video, make sure you keep that fire burning so that the influence of God goes to everyone through your purpose.